Does your mind often replay the hurtful words or actions someone said to you years ago? Have you tried to forgive but still feel that knot of anger tighten in your chest whenever they cross your mind? Millions of people wrestle with this exact pain, caught between their desire to move forward and their fear that forgiveness might mean reopening the door to more hurt. Dr. Fred Luskin from Stanford University, who spent decades studying forgiveness, found something fascinating. People who hold onto resentment experience physical stress responses identical to those facing real, immediate danger. Your muscles tense, your breathing becomes shallow, and stress hormones flood your system, all because of something that already happened. The cruel irony is that while you're mentally punishing someone from your past, your body is paying the price in the present. This isn't just about emotional discomfort. Chronic resentment has measurable effects on your health. Studies show it weakens your immune system, increases inflammation, and may even shorten your lifespan. The person who hurt you likely isn't losing sleep over what happened, but you are. That's why today's message isn't about forgiveness in the traditional sense. It's about strategic emotional detachment, releasing the weight without absolving the wrong. Conventional wisdom says you must forgive to move on. But what if the person who hurt you shows no remorse? What if they did again given the chance? This is where Katherine Schwarzenegger Pratt's work in her book, The Gift of Forgiveness, offers a revolutionary perspective. She documents case after case of people finding peace without offering pardon. One story that stands out involves a woman whose business partner deliberately sabotaged her career. Rather than forgive, she created what she called a severance ceremony. She methodically recorded each betrayal on individual slips of paper before feeding them through the shredder. As the blade's word, she firmly stated, "Your actions remain in the past, my future is mine alone." The remarkable thing is, while she still believed her partner deserved consequences, she no longer felt compelled to be the one delivering them. This approach aligns with modern psychological understanding. Emotions demand expression, not necessarily resolution. When we channel anger into symbolic acts of release, we satisfy our nervous system's need for closure without engaging in false forgiveness. The key is creating a definitive moment where you consciously decide, "I'm done carrying this." If this video is helping you see forgiveness in a new light, please like and subscribe to support my channel and help others who are struggling with resentment find this video. Thank you. Physical rituals powerfully reinforce mental decisions. In his book, The Art of Letting Go, Damon Zahariades describes a technique used by trauma survivors. They would write the name of their offender on a piece of ice, then watch as it melted away. This simple act leverages what psychologists call embodied cognition, the phenomenon where physical actions shape our mental states. Neuroscience reveals how symbolic acts of release trigger our parietal lobe, the brain region handling spatial awareness. This area receives signals that something has physically left our world, creating a tangible sense of removal. This triggers a cascade of neurochemical changes that reduce emotional attachment. You can adapt this principle in countless ways, like burning letters in a fireproof bowl or deleting old messages while visualizing chains breaking. Even something as simple as rearranging your furniture can signal to your subconscious that a new chapter has begun. The common thread is creating a sensory experience that marks your decision to stop investing emotional energy in someone who's proven unworthy of it. Henry Cloud's book, Boundaries, introduces a concept called emotional quarantine. Just as hospitals isolate infectious diseases to prevent spread, we must quarantine toxic relationships to protect our mental health. This isn't about hatred, it's about self-preservation. In his book, Cloud shares a powerful story about a man dealing with his manipulative father through a strategy he called the 3 Ds. First D is distance. He created physical distance by relocating to a different city, putting literal space between them. Second D is dilution. He implemented dilution by dramatically reducing their contact, limiting interactions to only brief, supervised visits under controlled circumstances. The third D was deflection. He trained himself to respond to his father's provocations with bland, unrewarding replies. Within 6 months, something remarkable happened. The father's manipulative behaviors decreased by 80% because they stopped getting reactions. Most importantly, The son reported dramatic well-being improvements, feeling like he'd gotten his life back. His sleep improved, his relationships flourished, even his chronic digestive issues cleared up. This is the power of strategic disengagement. Some people mistake letting go for weakness. In truth, it's the ultimate power move. When you refuse to let someone's past actions dictate your present emotions, you reclaim sovereignty over your inner world. Consider this perspective from military psychology. Prisoners of war who survived brutal captivity often share one strategy. They focused not on their captor's cruelty, but on small acts of resistance only they knew about. Memorizing poems, exercising secretly, counting days. These private victories maintained their sense of autonomy. You can apply the same principle. Your silent decision to stop feeding a grudge is your act of resistance. Your commitment to your own peace is your victory. The person who hurt you may never face consequences, but they'll also never again have power over your well-being. This week, I challenge you to take 3 concrete steps toward your emotional freedom. First, identify one specific resentment you feel ready to release. Choose something that's been weighing on you but that you're prepared to let go of. Next, select one meaningful physical ritual to symbolize this release, whether it's writing and burning a letter, or another symbolic act that resonates with you. Finally, implement one clear boundary to protect yourself from backsliding, such as limiting contact with certain people, avoiding triggering environments, or establishing new personal rules. These 3 actions work together to create both an emotional and practical framework for lasting change, helping you turn intention into tangible progress. Remember, this isn't about them. It's about you, your peace, your freedom, and your life. The world awaits the unburdened version of you. Thank you for watching.